Welcome to another video. In this video we are going to solve the problem word break, where they have given a string S and a dictionary of strings wordDict. Return true if S can be segmented into a space separated sequence of one or more dictionary words. So they have given a string. Consider this example where given string is Leetcode, and they have given the list of words which are Leet and code. So this string can be separated into lit and code. That's what they mean, but they should be in the same order. And one more thing is we can use these words as many times if we want. There is no limitation that we can only use it once. So consider this example in the second example where the given string is apple, pen and apple, and these things can be separated into three things. See, initially we can separate the apple and then pen and then apple. All three words are present in the dictionary. So this it is important that these strings are the question says that they should be in the same order. So once we separate the word, it should not be like string comes in out of order. So if you consider this string also cat, sand, and dog, where you can see that we can uh, separate the cat or cats, and then we will end up with sand and dog. So we cannot separate this string into a word of into words of this dictionary or dictionary list. So there is naming is little bit confusion because they have used the dictionary here, but it's just a list of words. So I'm going to discuss how we are going to solve this problem. I'm going to explain with a diagram so that we can understand the solution a little bit better. And after that, we are going to code the solution, and then we are going to improvise on that solution to make sure that everything works. Okay, let us go through some examples where the given string is Leetcode, and given they have given the list of words which are Leet and code. So our word dictionary is Leet and code. So it becomes Leet and code. And initially we will start with our string given string, where given string is Leetcode, and we will check whether our string starts with any of the words which are present in the list. So first we will check with whether our string starts with leet, and then we will check whether our string starts with code. So if it starts with leet, then we will remove that part from the string and our current string becomes code. And if it is not, if our string does not start with any of the words which are present in the list, we are going to return false. So this is the process which continues, and once our current string becomes code, we will once again check whether our string starts with leet or code, because these are the two words which are present in the dictionary. In this process, if we are able to obtain an empty string, we will return true at that point. So if we are not able to find whether our strings is starting with this with the words which are present in the list, we will return false. This is the process we are going to follow. Let us consider one more example where I think they have given the string which is apple, pen, apple. So I will write those strings so that it becomes easy for referencing those strings. So the given string is apple, pen, and apple, and given list of words is apple and pen. So we will follow the similar procedure where we will start with the current string which is apple, pen, apple, and we'll check whether our string starts with any of the words which are present in the list. So first we'll check whether it starts with S, and then we will check whether it starts with pen. So we got to know that a string starts with apple, so we will remove that part and our current string becomes pen apple. So if it does not start with our string, what we are searching for in the dictionary, we will return false there itself. So once again we will check whether our current string starts with apple or pen. In this time it does not start with apple, but it starts with pen. We will remove the pen and our current string will become apple. So once it becomes like this, and we will once again check whether our string starts with any of the strings which are present in the list of the wordDict. So if it is true, then we will remove that apple itself. So this time it becomes an empty string. This means that we can separate the string into words which are present in the list. This time we will where we will write one more function named remove words. So remove words, and we will pass the string, given string, and the list of words. Okay, so I have written as function definition. We will return the result of this function. So we will implement this function where remove words. It will take two arguments. One is current string, and one more is list of words. And if our current string is empty, that means we removed all the possible letters from the dictionary, and we are able to separate the string into list of words which are present in the list. So we will return true. So otherwise, for every word which is present in the word dictionary, we will check whether that word can be removed. So the thing we will check here is whether our current string starts with the word. So if our current string starts with if our current string starts with the word, then only we will remove the word. So what we will do here is we will create one more variable where temporary variable. So how we can remove the starting word is current string of len of word. We will because if we consider this length, that whole string will be removed and the remaining string. So this temp variable here refers to the string after removing the word from the beginning. So I hope you got this concept, because if our word is of 3 letters, then len is going to return 3. So current string of 3 from 3 will be the fourth item in the string. So we will get this temporary string, and mm, we will check whether it is possible to remove all the words from temporary using this. If it is possible, if any of the thing is possible, then we will return true. So if it is possible, then we know that we can separate the string into words which are present in the list. So we will directly return true. Otherwise, we will continue with this for loop. So if none of the words which are we are not able to remove all the words even after the recursion, so we know that it is not possible to construct the current word using those words which are present in the list. We will just return false here. So this is the approach we are going to follow. We are going to test this solution, and let's see if it works for the initial test cases. Okay, first 3 cases are passing, where you are able to see that, and we will submit the solution and see if it works for all the other test cases. So it is taking bit time for running the solution, and let's see if it completes without any time-related errors or something like that. So around 35 test cases passed, and after that we are seeing that time limit error. So one thing we need to consider here is whenever we receive a particular current string, so that recursion happens again and again. You can write recursion diagram for this, where you will go through the function calls and starting from the first string. If your string is such, because here you can observe these things, there will be so many repeated calls. So when this kind of issue occurs, so we can always memorize the solution because we have a key which is current string, because for every recursion this will be unique and result will be true or false. So what we will do is we were we will add one more parameter, one more argument for this function, which is possible. So this will be a dictionary. So if mm, whether it is true or false, we are going to store. So okay, it is fine. Let it be is possible. So we will check whether current string is possible. So if it is in the dictionary, we will return whatever the result that is we have stored previously in the dictionary is possible of current string. So if this is not the case, we are going to do the recursion, but before returning, we will make sure that we will uh, we will always store the value in the dictionary. So here we will is possible of current string will be true, and here also this is also important because we should store which are not possible also, so that we will reduce the number of recursions which are happening in this case. So current string equals false. So whatever we are returning, we are just storing in that we are storing in the dictionary. So I hope you got this case where we are return true, because it is possible. If it is possible with any of the words, we will return true. If it is not possible with any of the words, we after checking going through the all the list, and we will return false. So let us run the solution and let's check whether it is passing all the test cases. Okay, we didn't pass the dictionary here. Initially, our dictionary will be empty. So we'll pass an empty dictionary here. So here we will change the implementation. So here we will pass an empty dictionary. So we will check the initial whether initial test cases are passing with this solution. So okay, here also we are calling the function, but we are not passing the dictionary. So here we will pass this possible dictionary, which we are going to use it for storing the values. Importantly, these values are important. So it is saying bool is object bool object does not assignment. This is interesting because bool is not going to. Okay, we are using the same name. Okay, okay. So we are using the same name as dictionary, so that is why it is considering it as a boolean. So sorry for that mistake. Is possible. So we will change just this variable so that it is used only here for locally checking whether is possible current word. So we'll make it as, since we are using temporary, so I think it is going to set this solution. Okay, initially three test cases are passing, and We will submit the solution again so that we can check whether all the test cases are passing or not. Okay, here you can see the solution is accepted and kind of works well. So if you like content related to data structures, algorithms, and related to coding, you can consider subscribing to this channel where I will upload these videos regularly. So thanks for watching this video. You can go to my channel and check out all the other videos. In case if you have any comments, please let me know.